We are going for a little sport naked rocket ship today. The Kawasaki Z900. Pretty sick ass little dashboard. Nice TFT in neutral. Let's give her a quick startup. We are inline 4. Ah, those rims look sick. And that trellis frame. Kawasaki is doing that very, very well. Oh yeah, super flat foot. Handlebars are pretty nice. Oh, nice. So we do have some selection modes there. We have sport, road, rain, and rider. Oh, so if you have a passenger, interesting. So we do have adjustable suspension, obviously, inverted forks. Nice. Oh, there we go. There's power modes too. If you push the selection button, there's traction control. We are going to bump that to a 1. We want power mode on, hopefully F for fast. And we need to put that rider mode back into sport because we want to enjoy what this motorcycle has to offer as much as we can. Obviously we have ABS on this bike as well, which is rad. Nice soft clutch, slipper clutch. The mirrors are, as most sport nakeds, not a huge fan, but always functional. Yeah, could see very well out of them. Obviously some kind of little bar ends would be cooler, but not bad. I don't know about you guys, but the style of this bike is freaking rad. It's comfortable to sit on. Obviously I can get my feet totally flat foot the hell out of it. We've got gear select indicator, a nice tachometer. The TFT is quite easy to see. The sun is directly on it right now, and I don't know how you guys can see it out of the GoPro, but I'll tell you, I can see it perfectly well. Having fuel gauge, amazing gear select indicator, and of course some time and some big mile per hour is freaking rad. That is a very nice little gauge. I love the fact that they're upgrading these to TFTs, and a lot of these newer Kawasaki's are coming where they actually talk to your phone, which is freaking rad too. That engine takes up every width of this motorcycle. Gotta love an inline 4. Got that nice sound. Oh, alright. Oh, this is an interesting feel. It almost feels like you're on the front of this damn motorcycle. Wow, that is, that's freaking peppy. It's quite strange, guys, because I feel like I'm almost like on the front tire. It's a interesting feeling. Talk about like super lightweight, flickable, maneuverable. Yeah. And obviously that inline 4 engine is freaking fantastic. There is a lot of power in there. It is a little, she's a little twitchy in sport mode here on the city streets. But feeling really good, honestly. Feeling really, really good. But as for like seating position, how it feels, it's kind of interesting because it does feel like, oh god, there's tons in there. I'm not even getting half throttle out of her, guys. Oh yeah, she would freaking wheelie like a champion. Yeah, baby. Okay, this is fun. Yeah, I would definitely want some kind of little like windscreen on the front of her, maybe. Like, give me some protection here, because you are straight freaking taking it, guys. Honestly, I feel like I'm floating on top of a freaking race freaking motorcycle right now. Without that front fairing, it's interesting. I'm not saying it's bad, it's just different. It's a very different experience. Very cool though. The position, like the handlebars are fairly high. My feet right now and my legs are definitely tucked more like a race bike. My feet are high and basically just past my ass, and my ass is got more room to play with. I definitely have more room to maneuver forward and backward than I did on the Z650, so I don't know if it's just slightly longer motorcycle in that aspect. This feels freaking great. This would be so much fun. I could see taking this to the track. This would be a freaking blast. If I gave her a little bit more, the tire would be up. That front end would be up, guys. I'm sure that traction control would kick me right back down, but oh man, that is great. This is fantastic. This is a girthy little beast. She is angry and ready to go. Very cool little bike. My only complaint, honestly, would just be like the fact that I feel like I'm on that front tire. It's a little strange. I would assume I'd get very used to it very quickly. But so far, first impressions, very, very cool. Very fun. So let's do some, oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so the transmission, it feels good for some clutchless shifting. But Kawi trannies are usually really, really good. So I wouldn't complain too much about that. Yeah, she blips down real nice. Feels good. I love that rot. She wants to go, man. She wants to go bad. Oh, I need to take this bike. I need to take this bike on my own freaking test ride. I'd get in trouble with this thing. But I can only imagine, like, if I was hitting 120, 130, 140 on this thing, like, with no wind protection. Woo-wee! Man, would you be, Oh, here's our test of some fun. We'll get to put a little lean angle up in here. Oh, yeah. Oh, she feels great. Yeah, this is so playful. It's so playful and yet so comfortable. I think the only thing you're really lacking is some wind protection. Like, I would put a big ass freaking windscreen on this thing, and yeah, I would ride the crap out of this. This is a ton of fun. Like, listen to that motor. That inline four sounds so freaking fantastic. The 900 cc's. Well, here, I'll put the actual cc's of this motorcycle up here. I'm so excited riding. I'm not telling you anything about it other than how freaking great it is. How great it feels. Oh, it's funny. But that's just a good note. This is a ton of fun. Yeah, you maybe don't need this much power, guys. This is definitely not a beginner's bike. If you accidentally whiskey throttled this thing, you'd be freaking ripping. Yep. Oh yeah, she freaking rips. Ew. Yeah, she feels freaking great, guys. I mean, we're going 80. This wind isn't that bad. That's actually surprising. I don't even think it would take that big of a fairing to reduce the feel. It is not that bad. I mean, yeah, I could feel it. It's holding my body up. There's no argument there. But there's no buffeting. Like, my helmet's not slamming around or slipping or slapping around. It feels quite smooth. And obviously, this engine can handle, you know, insane speeds. So I wouldn't be worried about that. Freeway-wise, commuting with this thing, you got more than enough power to be ripping and shredding through lanes and having a freaking blast. This is freaking cool. What a rad motorcycle, guys. And obviously she sounds fantastic. All inline fours do. I'm surprised she caps at 10,000 that quick, but that just probably means she's definitely more torquey. She's not a race bike. She's a hooligan bike, and a freaking rad one. I guarantee you don't need any form of double clutching to wheelie this thing. If you just cranked on this throttle, you would be flying. Oh yeah. Get it, get it. Oh man, I almost want to say this is like too much power for the street. You do not need this. I mean, I know need is need, whatever, you know. You have it, have whatever the hell you want, but I tell you, there's enough in here where you don't need it. Freaking awesome. This would zip with some of the best of them. And we didn't talk any brakes yet. Nothing amazing. It is the normal, like, Nissan 4-piston, both sides. Plenty of freaking brake power. No reason to worry about that. It does have ABS on it. The Kawasaki ABS to me is pretty decent. I'd say it's almost better than what I've experienced out of Yamaha, in the fact that it is a little bit harder to trigger. Like, I could trigger the front and rear ABS on my R7, and so far, like, the few Kawasaki's I rode today, I did mash on that front brake once trying to stop at a red light, and I didn't even trigger that front ABS, which was quite shocking. So that I'd say is kind of cool. I like the ABS a little bit better in Kawasaki's. That is something that's kind of stood out, and I'd say noteworthy. You know, not a slight towards Yamaha. Obviously, I love Yamahas. I love pretty much every motorcycle, guys. I'll ride them all. But that's just you know, something to note. Oh god, yeah, man, she's just like, why are we riding slow, bro? Why aren't we going? Yeah, I am curious of the price of this thing, because this is a ton of fun. This thing would annihilate my Aprilia. What do you guys think? Aprilia for Z900? Is that a worthy trade? Swap out? What the hell is this genius doing? That's freaking hilarious. Oh, baby. I can't stop laughing. Guys, this is a ton of freaking fun. Oh, man. I can only imagine, man. I've never been on an MT-09 or an MT-10, but obviously I would assume very similar. You know, we haven't talked anything functional on this motorcycle, like fuel mileage. Obviously, she is a ton of freaking fun. Obviously, we have a ridiculous amount of power, but I'll go ahead and put up the fuel mileage right here. The amount of fuel this thing actually has in it, because to me, those are things that are important, especially if you can only have one motorcycle and you're going to ride this thing to and from work and you have a decent commute. One thing that sucks on a motorcycle is having to fill the dang thing up every single day to go to and from work. So those are things that are important to me, and I think they're probably important to a lot of you guys as well. And I'll put those up. Oh my god, we're in 5th gear going 50 miles an hour, and there is absolute nothing but grunty power in this thing. Oh, could you imagine this with an exhaust on it? She would scream her little heart out. Man, I don't know, I'd take this over my 636. This is more comfortable. This is pretty sick. Yeah, you know, it's gonna be difficult to wipe the grin off of my face after riding this motorcycle. This was freaking rad.